Nadia Comaneci confirms what we've long known. Eastern Europe dominated gymnastics in the 1970s and 80s thanks to the athleticism, discipline, and achievements of its athletes. One individual left an indelible mark on sports history, becoming the first and youngest gymnast to score a perfect 10, a feat considered impossible at the time. The Romanian teenager who achieved this was Nadia Comaneci. She truly became a legend in gymnastics, and while many stories have been told about her, there are still many untold stories until now. The birth of a star athlete, Nadia Elena Comaneci, occurred in the small town of Onesti nestled in the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. She was an energetic child, full of excess energy needing management. To channel her energy into creative efforts, Comaneci's mother enrolled her daughter in gymnastics. Soon after, her talent shone brightly. By age 6, she was studying at the experimental gymnastics school run by legendary coach Bela Corogli. Corogli singled out Comaneci when he saw her doing cartwheels at school. In 1969, at around 7 or 8 years old, she began competing for championships. She placed 13th in the competition, which only fueled her determination to work harder. Just a year later, she won the Romanian national championship, becoming the youngest to do so. Comaneci's performances were a product of innate talent as well as the discipline and training she received under Corogli's guidance. She trained daily, with each session lasting 3 hours. Corogli knew he had a star on his hands and meticulously trained each of his students. By 1975, Comaneci was ready for the pivotal moment. Corogli believed in his student and knew that with her skills and talents, she could easily surpass older competitors. And he was right. Comaneci brought home 5 medals due to her outstanding performance at the European Championships and the US-USSR dual meet. It was time to aim for the Olympics, specifically the 1976 Montreal Olympics. Her first encounter, she had to compete at the opening American Cup in March 1976. Comaneci was only 14 years old at Madison Square Garden when she won the Silver Cup. It was also at this event that she met a man who would play a significant role in her life later on. Bart Conner, an American gymnast, also won the Silver Cup. He had just turned 18 and was asked to take a photo with Comaneci. One of the photographers urged Conner to kiss Comaneci on the cheek. He did so, and the kiss was captured on camera. And then came the Olympic Games. In July 1976, Comaneci soared like a rocket, excelling from one event to another. Before Comaneci's performance at the 1976 Olympics, no one had achieved a perfect 10. Which is why the scoreboard only displayed 3 digits. For example, at the highest score, a gymnast could receive a rating of 9.50 or 9.95, which is why when Comaneci's perfect 10 score was displayed, it appeared as 1.0. She was puzzled why the score was so low until she realized that she had just achieved the world's first perfect 10 in gymnastics. This means she didn't receive any deductions because her habit was simply perfection. The crowd erupted into cheers, and a rare smile appeared on Comaneci's typically serious face. History was in the making, but it wasn't enough yet. She continued to add not just 1 or 2 perfect 10 scores, but 6 more. A Song for Nadia. Comaneci's outstanding and unprecedented performance was replayed on TV, making her a global star. Clips of her historic routines were aired on ABC's Wide World of Sports, with the most crucial moments shown in slow motion. The theme song titled Cotton's Dream, from the movie Bless the Beasts and the Children, accompanied the clips. The clips were replayed so many times that the song's composers, Barry Dvorson and Perry Potkin Jr., decided to rename the accompanying music as Nadia's Theme. Worldwide acclaim. Comaneci became beloved worldwide almost overnight. The world adored the petite Romanian girl, and little girls everywhere aspired to be like her. In the same year, BBC awarded her the Overseas Sports Personality and Sportswoman of the Year titles, and she appeared on the cover of Time magazine with the headline, "She's Perfect." As a returning champion to her homeland, Comaneci received well-deserved accolades and honors from the Romanian government, but her success was threatened by personal issues back home. Changes. At the time Comaneci was being noticed and respected worldwide as a gymnast, her parents were struggling in their marriage. Eventually, her parents divorced, which deeply affected the young gymnast. Comaneci's mental anguish was growing. The pressure of fame, coupled with ensuring that her next performance had to be as good or better than the previous one, took a toll on her. There were also changes in her training regimen. When the Romanian Gymnastics Federation decided to change her coach and equip her for Bucharest, Comaneci was not pleased with the changes. Coupled with the sadness from her parents' divorce, she spiraled downward in her young life and contemplated suicide. Fortunately, she was not successful, and the Romanian authorities decided to have her retrained under Cariol's guidance. A more subdued appearance helped stabilize Comaneci somewhat. Growing up. In gymnastics, some of the best performers are petite, slender girls. But young girls don't stay young forever. During the transition period between the 1976 and the next Olympics, Comaneci went through puberty. 2 years after her Olympic victory, she competed at the World Championships in Strasbourg. Changes in her physique were evident. She grew an additional 7 inches and gained 21 pounds. Though she placed fourth in the uneven bars event, she secured a gold medal on the balance beam and a silver on the bars. In 1979, Comaneci conquered the European All-Around Championship for the third time, becoming the first gymnast to achieve this feat. She also led the World Championships in 1979. She couldn't participate in the team competition because her wrist strap had cut into her wrist, leading to a blood infection and hospitalization. Despite the doctor's advice, she still competed, scoring a 9.95 on the uneven bars. This helped Romania win its first gold medal in the team competition. Comaneci participated in the 1980 Moscow Olympics. That year, the United States boycotted the Olympics to protest the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Comaneci won gold medals for her floor exercise and another for the balance beam routine. She also brought home 2 silver medals. Karolyi, her coach, protested the scoring, emphasizing that Comaneci's scores were unfair. The protests were televised, and the Romanian government felt it brought shame to the country. From then on, Karolyi lived under government scrutiny, making his life difficult. Nadia 81. To promote goodwill and showcase their best athletes, the Gymnastics Federation launched a tour in the United States called Nadia 81, which would include Karolyi. Romanian gymnasts traveled on the same bus with American gymnasts, and it was during this tour that Comaneci met Connor for the third time. During the tour, Karolyi secretly hinted to Comaneci that he intended to defect along with his wife and Gaza Pozar, the team's choreographer. He also indirectly asked her if she wanted to leave Romania permanently. Comaneci declined simply because she wanted to go home. The defection of Romanian coaches shifted the government's attention to Comaneci. Even after returning home, she remained under suspicion, with the government believing she might also defect. As a result, her movements were monitored, and she couldn't travel to other countries. She was allowed to go to Los Angeles to attend the 1984 Olympics, but only as an observer. There, she witnessed Mary Lou Retton, whom Karolyi sponsored, dominate gymnastics. She couldn't speak to Karolyi as she was being watched. That same year, Comaneci officially retired. The retirement ceremony was held in Bucharest, attended by the president of the International Olympic Committee. Although Comaneci expected her final retirement, she didn't anticipate what would happen next. She still couldn't travel and couldn't earn as much money as she could. She felt that since she was no longer seen as an asset, the Romanian government didn't need to make her happy. She then considered escaping to the United States. Leaving Romania, Comaneci contacted a Romanian defector named Constantin Penalt, who helped guide her escape from her country. Penalt didn't inform her parents but told her brother, who supported her departure. Just weeks before the Romanian Revolution, Comaneci reached the Romania-Hungary border on November 27, 1989. Although she was recognized by Hungarian border guards, they still let her through, and she, along with other Romanian defectors, finally boarded a plane bound for the United States, a land of freedom. He might have saved her by helping her escape. But Penault was far from being a good friend. Comaneci later recounted how he isolated her from friends and family, forbade her from contacting others, and confined her to hotel rooms during travels. Worse, he even physically abused her and took away roughly $150,000 that she earned from magazine and television interviews. He then returned with his wife to Romania. Comaneci didn't report him because she didn't know any better. Growing up in a communist country, where she wasn't fully aware of her rights, she felt he was her ticket to America. Fortunately, during a trip to Montreal, Comaneci met another Romanian, Alexandru Stefu. Penault feared Stefu and decided to defect. Starting a new life. In 1991, Comaneci moved to Oklahoma, where she stayed with gymnastics coach Paul Zert, who later became her manager. Her friend Bart Connor had established a gymnastics school, and she came to assist him. Their friendship quickly blossomed into a romantic relationship. And they got engaged after 4 years together. Starting from 1994, Comaneci headed the Nadia Comaneci International Invitational, a competition for gymnasts ranging from USAG Level 4 to Level 10. The Invitational also began hosting an elite competition for international gymnasts. Life with Bart. In 1996, Comaneci and Connor flew to her home in Romania for their wedding. Romania at the time was a capitalist country, made possible by the fall of communism. Comaneci was welcomed as a hero, and the wedding reception was even held at the presidential palace. Life with Connor helped Comaneci find the perfect balance between work and life, and she adapted wonderfully to her new home. In 2001, she received U.S. citizenship along with her Romanian citizenship. She and Connor also started a family when their son Dylan was born in 2006. Comaneci also achieved another milestone, becoming the first athlete to speak at the Independence Day naturalization ceremony in 2012. In 2017, she was honored in Montreal with the area-named place Nadia Comaneci in Olympic Park. Olympic athlete Nadia Comaneci will forever be one of the most famous gymnasts in the world. She not only holds the position of Sports Ambassador of Romania and Honorary President of the Romanian Gymnastics Federation but also serves as Honorary President of the Romanian Olympic Committee. Along with her husband, she also owns the Perfect 10 production company and Bart Connor Gymnastics Academy. They have also opened several sports equipment stores. At the 2012 London Olympics, Comaneci had the honor of carrying the Olympic torch with Gianna Mici. She also provided commentary and analysis on gymnastics events at the Olympics. Comaneci appears in advertisements and has helped raise funds for several charities. She has sponsored the Nadia Comaneci Children's Clinic in Romania and oversees its operations. The clinic provides social and medical support to children in Romania for free or at low cost. She and Connor also support Special Olympics. Comaneci's gymnastic skills are well known and highly regarded. She not only demonstrates creativity and clear technical execution but also performs difficult original skills. The Comaneci dismount and Comaneci salto were even included in the gymnastics scoring code. These achievements, work ethics, and personal resilience make Nadia Comaneci a true legend. Nadia Comaneci is a legendary figure in the world of gymnastics, known for her exceptional talent and groundbreaking achievements. Born on November 12, 1961, in Gheorgheni, Romania, Comaneci began gymnastics at a young age and quickly showed promise in the sport. Her rise to fame came at the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, Canada, where she made history by becoming the first gymnast to score a perfect 10.0 in Olympic competition. Comaneci's flawless performance on the uneven bars stunned the world and earned her 3 gold medals, 1 silver, and 1 bronze at the age of just 14. Following her Olympic success, Comaneci continued to dominate the gymnastics world, winning numerous championships and accolades. However, her personal life faced challenges, including her parents' divorce and changes in coaching staff, which took a toll on her mental well-being. Despite these difficulties, Comaneci persevered and remained a dominant force in gymnastics. She competed in the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow, where she added 2 more gold medals to her collection. However, political tensions led to a controversial scoring dispute that overshadowed her achievements. In 1989, amidst political unrest in Romania, Comaneci seized the opportunity to defect to the United States, seeking freedom and a new beginning. Despite facing challenges and exploitation from those she trusted, she eventually found stability and happiness in her new life. Comaneci's contributions to gymnastics extend beyond her athletic achievements. She has become an advocate for the sport, promoting its benefits and inspiring future generations of gymnasts. Today, she remains a respected figure in the gymnastics community. Using her platform to support charitable causes and promote the sport she loves. Nadia Comaneci, once celebrated as a gymnastics prodigy and Olympic champion, now finds herself grappling with the tragic twists of fate. The current tragedy that befalls Nadia is not one of physical injury or lost glory on the competition floor, but rather a deeply personal struggle that echoes the complexities of human existence. In the public eye, Nadia remains an icon of grace and athleticism, forever etched in history as the first gymnast to achieve a perfect score of 10.0 at the Olympic Games. Yet, behind the glittering facade of her past achievements lies a narrative of inner turmoil and adversity. Today, Nadia faces the relentless challenges of life's unpredictable journey. Perhaps it's the burden of expectation that weighs heavily on her shoulders, a constant reminder of the extraordinary heights she once soared to. Or maybe it's the profound loneliness that accompanies the pedestal of fame, where the applause fades into silence, leaving only the echoes of a distant past. Like all of us, Nadia is confronted with the stark realities of mortality and the fragility of human relationships. She grapples with the complexities of love and loss, navigating the turbulent waters of personal relationships and the relentless passage of time. Yet, amidst the shadows of her present struggles, there flickers a glimmer of resilience and hope. For Nadia Comaneci is not defined solely by her past triumphs or present tribulations, but by the indomitable spirit that courses through her veins, a spirit that refuses to be extinguished by the harsh winds of adversity. As she confronts the kitsch of her current existence, Nadia embodies the essence of human resilience, reminding us all that even in our darkest moments, there remains the possibility of redemption and renewal. For in the crucible of adversity, true greatness is forged, and it is through our struggles that we discover the strength to rise once more, like a phoenix from the ashes.